What's an unusual skill or talent that you wish you had?
I wish I could squirt on command.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait,
That
what?
would be badass.
I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what?
Squirt?
Oh, squirt! I thought you said swerve. I was like,
Skirt?
That'd be a pretty cool talent, but I don't like to wash my sheets every fucking day. That sucks.
Yeah.
Have to put down plastic.
What the hell? Let's
Oh my god, he's got the bedwetter sheets on his bed. they put on kids' beds.
We'd be having sex and be like crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
oh, the diaper sheets.
Oh shit!
There's no eater. It's just
All
like
right, so the question is strange and unusual talent, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What if I could stretch? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that's a talent, dude. I don't think people can just stretch.
well, you said flamethrower.
Well,
Flaming
motherfucker, people do swallow fire and fucking spit a flame. They do. I've seen it in a fucking circus. Don't tell me.
Oh, he been to the circus before. He's seen it there one time.
Wow. This motherfucker just did not hit me with a fucking country accent.
I've been to the circus. I seen it.
Funny. You're a funny person.
Yeah. Oh, thank you,
I don't know.
honey.
I have to think about that. That's a
Bless
good
your
question.
heart, country.
No.
I mean, for that matter, if we're picking X-Men shit, man, I wish I was fucking Wolverine. That'd be badass.
Yeah.
No, you want to be 5'2" with claws on your hands?
Fuck yeah, man. And fuck people up at will. Yes, please.
I'd say the whole.
Wait. Is Wolverine 5'2"?
Wolverine is very short.
That's hot. Short kings.
Yeah, but she's
Hey.
4'11", man. So like,
I'm 6'3". Excuse me.
Are you really fucking 6 foot tall?
let's see that wingspan there, Vicky.
You're fucking Amazon.
yeah.
I
I'm
love it.
huge. I'm huge. Yeah, I'm an animal.
Borderline
Yo.
midget.
No, are you lying to me? God,
I
you're
would
a
never
good
lie,
liar. I'm
baby.
really gullible.
Baby girl, I would never lie to you, girl.
Look at her wingspan, Sony.
I
Listen,
can't
Sonny.
tell. We're all at an angle. I can't tell how
It's all
tall
right.
any-
Sonny, I got the angles for days, but listen, I'll tell you about it later. I'll tell you off stream.
Okay.
Off
Hey.
podcast. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it later.
No, talk about it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, country.
Interesting. What's your?
I don't fucking dunk on you, bro.
I got one more question before we head out of here.
Let's go.
If R. Kelly got out of jail and did one last tour, would y'all go see his show?
Absolutely not.
Fuck
No,
Absolutely
No.
not.
no.
I feel
never.
low-key, I feel complicit, even though I had no idea. Like, I'm like ashamed
Yeah.
that I ever liked him. We're so blind back then. We let all that shit fucking slide. Like, all those
1000%.
people abused because of how toxic
1000%.
we were back then.
I'm a music lover. He was a shitty person. Yes. Did he put out good music? Yes.
It hasn't withstood the test of time, though,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It hasn't withstood the test of time.
Yeah. So I mean, would I support him? I wouldn't support him. But there's been some times I've been riding down the road bumping some R. Kelly back in the day and not knowing, you know?
Back in the day,
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah, back
bumped
in
R.
the
Kelly
day,
in like
though.
the last
No,
5 years. I'll be real. Last time I
No.
heard Ignition, I was like, turn channel.
No, I
You won't
can't,
hear
bro.
any of this shit now.
Every time I hear his voice, I just like see him in my mind's eye pissing on a. Never mind.
Yeah.
On that fucking child.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. And also,
said-
I didn't know that he was so illiterate. Like, I didn't know that he was so dumb, like mentally.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's like a mental disability or like, you know, he just never went to school or I don't fucking know what. But like, he didn't write all those songs. Like, he didn't
No.
write the songs.
Wasn't it Aaron Hall? Wasn't Aaron Hall
Yeah.
the writer of some of his songs?
Aaron Hall was
Yeah.
a big part of his career.
So I'm just saying, nah, I can't listen to R. Kelly, bruh.
No. Like I said, I'm a music lover. I haven't heard his music in a long time, but back in the day, he did put out some good music. Whether it was his or not, it was good. But now,
So, but okay, so in that same vein, just last question, Michael Jackson, same thing. So, like, all these stories came out about Michael Jackson. Do we believe that he did the things he did? Do we? Because a lot of conspiracy theories have been coming out
Sure.
recently that Michael Jackson was actually, you know, it's same thing that they're doing with Diddy right now, like the scapegoat. So they're putting Diddy in the light and saying he did all this bad shit, but really they were trying to hide some other shit. Do y'all think that Michael Jackson really abused children, or do you think that Michael Jackson was actually a safe haven for children and they just turned his story opposite to support their needs, their story?
Let B answer that first, man. What do you think, B?
Well, I think Mike is not guilty. First and foremost, I want to put that out there. I'm a huge MJ fan.
Me too.
Me too.
What I will say is that ever since he came out the womb, he was an entertainer, and he was always on the go, always working, always on the always doing something. So I feel like he missed his childhood.
Yeah.
So I feel like when he hangs out with younger kids, I know it sounds weird, but when he hangs out with younger kids, he's getting a chance to relive his childhood all over
That's
again.
what I was gonna say. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that's why he hangs out with those little kids.
At the age of 5, you're thrown into the adult industry at 5. So when did you get to live your life as a child? And then you got an abusive father who's like a perfectionist. So of course, when you are a grown man, you can do whatever you want and have whatever you want. You're gonna build Disney World in the backyard. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like it's reverting back to his childhood, but at the same time, should he not have done the things he done with minors? Yeah. But did he know any better? That's questionable.
This is the thing, man. I think that Michael's just an easy target. Like, I mean, he was obsessed with Peter Pan. He did all that plastic surgery. And after that, man, I mean, I think anybody could have said anything about Mike and it would have stuck. But now look at everybody, man. Nobody's even talking about that anymore. They're all saying he's a legend. And it's like, I heard something from Russ today, and man, it hit home. So like, Russ was basically like, everybody doesn't give legends flowers while they're here. He's like, you got to wait for, basically people got to wait for them to die before they start giving them props. And because everybody now is like, oh, don't talk shit about Michael. It's like, you wasn't saying that shit while he was here. He was so quick to be freaking the butt of the joke, and you was so quick to down him and denounce him, but now he's gone. Now he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he said the same thing about Tupac and Biggie. He was like, if Tupac and Biggie was here, he theorized if Tupac and Biggie was still around, would they be held as legends? Because, I mean, think about it, like freaking Jay-Z. People don't talk about Jay-Z like he's a legend. Like, they don't give him the flowers he deserves. They don't give Lil Wayne the flowers he deserves or anything like that, because they fizzled out, because they've basically been around so long that their fame has kind of fizzled out. And like, Tupac and Biggie could have probably did the same shit, and you would not hold them in the high regard. So he was like, is it better to go out on top, to have that legendary status? He was like, same thing with DMX, man. Like, look at DMX. Once DMX was freaking amazing, and then he got into a little bit of trouble. He was the butt of a joke, and now everybody's like, oh, don't talk shit about DMX. He's a legend. Like, so, I mean, I think that's the whole thing with Michael, man. I think it's just an easy target. But at the end of the day, Michael was legendary, man. You could listen to his music now and still rock out.
Still relevant.
Like, I mean, it's like, that dude was a genius. I don't think we'll ever see anybody else like Michael. No. And like, B-Rock said on one of our podcasts, I think Taylor Swift is probably the closest thing we have to Michael Jackson. And I'll be real, Taylor Swift don't hold a candle to Michael Jackson. No. So that tells you how great of a entertainer / songwriter / performer Michael Jackson actually was. And we should have actually gave him his flowers while he is here, instead of freaking talk so much shit about him and made him feel like a piece of shit half the damn time. That's how I feel about that.
True. Okay. True. I mean, I definitely think that Michael, I will be the first one to admit that I was on the tail end of the talking shit on Michael, because I wasn't really around for a lot of his like big hits, like growing up, like maybe some of y'all were.
When you talk shit about me, just know you're talking shit about B, because we're the same fucking age. So like,
we're not.
Motherfucker, yes we are.
No, we're not. Keep going. Go ahead, Vicky.
Anyway, the point is that I definitely, I was one of the people that believed the hype that he did all these terrible things. But after seeing a lot of documentaries, and especially stuff that has to do with his kids, like his kids now that are older and speaking out and talking about their dad, like, and granted, the whole thing was weird. His whole life was weird. You know what I mean? You can't try to like minimize into any part of his life, because his entire fucking life was not normal. So I think personally that I misinterpreted some of the things, and I probably believe some of the hype that wasn't true as far as Michael Jackson goes, especially because when we're seeing all the stuff that's coming out now about Epstein Island and, you know, all of these Hollywood elites that are doing crazy ass things, I don't want to believe, and I don't think that Michael was in the same lane as them, just because as somebody that's like been through abuse, like you don't want to replicate that, you know, and if you do, there's a whole other thing there. But the point is that I think Michael, amazing. And if he's they're comparing him with Taylor, I get why, but why? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It only makes sense in the numbers wise. Numbers wise, that might make a little sense, but otherwise, nah. And I think that has a lot to say about music, the music industry in general, and not based on like people. But yeah, shout out to Michael, because I like I said, I was on the wrong side of that. R.I.P. R.I.P. Michael. You know.
I know we're probably running out of time, but I got a question. So we talking about Michael, P. Diddy, everybody. How would you live your life? Would you live your life differently if you had cameras and paparazzi following you 24/7? So, you know, we're talking about how Michael lived, and you know, it's a lot of pressure.
Biggest star in the world. Yeah, biggest star in the world.
You can't even like literally take a piss without someone following you into the bathroom. So like, would you live your life differently now if you had the fame and fortune as somebody else? Because, you know, we're always saying, oh man, I wish I was famous. But do you really?
Bro, could you imagine Michael with the social media nowadays?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they would destroy him. Yeah, they would fucking destroy him, man. He'd probably killed himself. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, that's ridiculous,
I feel like at this point in my life, I go outside every day like somebody might be looking at me, because there might be I want there to be a time where that's going to be a thing. So, would I do things differently? Probably not. I'm still going to say, that's why I go outrageous. You know what I mean? I say the craziest things because who fucking knows what's true or not? You don't know. It's the internet. Nobody fucking knows. So that's just where I'm at. I just make it crazy because at that point you can't tell what's true and what's not. Being too real kind of fucks you up a little bit in this industry. So you got to play around a little bit.
All right. Hey, country, get us out of here, man.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at DaPodCav. That's DAPODCAV. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube and click them notifications so you'll know when we're dropping new content. And also, keep telling a friend to tell a friend. Keep spreading the word. We appreciate it all. And listen to us anywhere your favorite podcast or stream. Back to you, B.
Soni, let the people know where they can find you at on social media.
I'm on all the platforms as Soni Aralynn. That's where you can find me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Dev, let the people know where they go. Man, Vicky, let the people know where they can find you.
That's fucked up, man.
Hi, my name is Vicky, VikkieXO on everything. Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitter, I don't know, kick.com if you like that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll be there. See you when I see you.
Devin, let them know, man.
I'm not that cool yet.
That's what I'm saying. Dev's not really a social media guy like that, man.
No,
but go ahead, man.
Lay back. I mean, you can find me, you know.
You can find me.
You can find me. Nah, I mean, I got Instagram. It's Devonair 24/7. You know, I got Facebook. You know, look up Justice. You know, I don't know.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I had fun.
Thanks for having me, guys. I had a good time.
Come to California, everybody. Let's party out here.
Yes.